Welcome back once again to my maths class. In this today's lesson, we are going to talk about the exercise problems, exercise 8.1, depending on the similar triangles, right? We will be discussing the problems in this exercise, right? And here, those have not watched the previous videos of the similar triangles chapter, do watch them because wherein we have discussed the introductory part, the criterions of the similarity, and also we have discussed the basic proportionality theorem and its converse theorem. So do watch them completely and proceed to this video because all the problems are based on the basic proportionality theorem only, right? That is the application of the basic proportionality theorem. And here students, let's start the first problem. I have noted down the first problem here of exercise 8.1. the diagram also given here. I'll read out for you. In a triangle PQR, ST is a line. Triangle PQR, ST is a line such that PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. And also these angles are equal. PST, this angle, and this red angle PRQ are equal. That is given. And we have to prove that in a triangle this triangle is an isosceles triangle, right? So the given and the proof. The proof is that we have to prove that this is an isosceles triangle. And by the way, what is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is nothing but it is having two sides equal. That means two of its angles. Out of three, two of its angles are equal. That is an isosceles triangle that we need to prove. Now from the given information and by applying the basic proportionality theorem. Now what is a basic proportionality theorem? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it will divide the other two sides in distinct points such that they are divided into a same ratio. That is our basic proportionality theorem, right? Here, let's start the solution. Given is that, what is given? ST is a line, just a line, such that this is, the ratios are given. Now, when we see the converse of the basic proportionality theorem which we discussed in the earlier session, right? The converse tells that if they are divided in the same ratio, that means this line is parallel to the third side. That is the converse of the basic proportionality theorem. So from the given we will start. What is given? PS by SQ, this ratio is equal to PT by TR. This is given, right? So given means here the ratios are given, that is therefore from the converse of the basic proportionality theorem, you can mention it in the short form BPT, basic proportionality theorem, or else also called as the Thales theorem, right? From the converse of the basic proportionality theorem, it tells that when it is divided into same ratio, then this line is parallel to the third line. So from the converse, I can infer here ST is parallel to QR. Okay, right? We know the ratios. So from the converse, we got this as parallel. So let me say this as equation 1 simply, right? Now here when I am telling these two are parallel lines, now from the property of parallel lines, two are parallel lines, okay? You know the property which we have studied in our 8th class in parallel lines chapter, all the properties of parallel lines. When two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then the corresponding angles are equal. So the 8 angles formed all the properties. Like one of the properties that the corresponding angles, one angle here, one, these are the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal in parallel lines. So from that property, we are telling that these two are parallel, ST and QR are parallel. So angle PST here, this angle and this angle are equal. Why? Because they are corresponding. So that I'll mention here. PQR. These are equal. We have to give the reason why they are equal. Since they are corresponding angles, or since corresponding angles are equal. Angles which are equal. Right, we got this. So let's take this as 1. Okay. Now no need of mentioning this here. Okay. Let us take these two as equation 1. Now given in the problem that these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, isn't it? Let me take those. PST is equal to PRQ. Okay, this is equation 2. So how we got this? This is given in the problem. Right. From 1 and 2, what can we infer? From equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. See here, you can equate these two. Both the LHS are equal. That means both the RHS I can equate. From 1 and 2, therefore, PQR is equal to PRQ. So they are not, so one and the same, isn't it? So this is PQR and this is angle PRQ. Where are those angles? PQR and PRQ. So these two are equal, we got. We got it from equation 1 and 2 that these two angles are equal. Right. When here angles are equal means the opposite to the angle, the sides here, this PR side, and opposite to this angle is the side PQ. If angles are equal, then the sides opposite to them are also equal. That is P here, the opposite to PQR is PR. PR is equal to PQ. You have to mention, since angles opposite angles opposite to sides are also equal. Since the angles are equal, the sides opposite to them are also equal. That is a property of the triangle. Right here, PR is equal to PQ. When in a triangle, when two sides are equal, that means it is an isosceles triangle. Hence, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. So we have proved, hence proved you can write. Right, hence proved. So quickly pause the video and note it down. Let's see the next problem. Now the second problem, in the given figure, LM here, see here, LM is parallel to CB here. LM is parallel to CB here. And LN is parallel to CD. This LN is parallel to CD. Prove that AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Okay. Here we will start the solution. Now what is given? We know that LM is parallel to CB here. Now see here. Now consider this triangle. Okay. Here consider only this triangle ABC. Okay. Here in triangle ABC. Right. Here given that LM line is parallel to BC. Now what does the basic proportionality theorem tells? That if a line is parallel to the one side, then it will make equal ratios here. Right. From the basic proportionality theorem, I'll write the ratios here. AM by MB, AM by MB, this ratio is equal to AL by LC, AL by LC. Why? Because this is parallel, so they equal same ratios I am telling. Since basic proportionality theorem, you have to mention. Better if you write the complete theorem, it's okay, but or else you can mention it in the short form. Okay. From this we got these two. Now I will reverse the denominator to the numerator. Let us reverse both sides. If I reverse both sides, there won't be any change in the equation, right? Here, MB, I'll write it in the top. MB by AM. Okay, if you are reversing into the LHS part, this also you have to reverse. LC by AL. Just I have reversed it. Right. Then I'll adding 1 both sides. Adding 1 both sides. I'll add 1 to LHS as well as the RHS. Now MB plus AM plus 1, and to the RHS part I'm also adding 1. Right. Now we'll take the LCM here. This LCM is AM here 1, so MB plus AM to the right side also LCM, it comes to EL. Right. Now MBAM. Now what is MBAM? We'll see the diagram. MB and AM, that comes to AB only, isn't it? AB by AM is equal to LC and AL. See here, LC, AL. That means the complete AC line. AC by AL. So I've got this. So first I've started by reversing. I'll again reverse it to the original form. Now let me reverse it. So AM by AB is equal to AL by AC. Right. Let me suppose this as equation 1. Now reversing it to the numerator and denominator both sides. Right. Now I have considered only this triangle and I have used the basic proportionality theorem. Now let me consider this triangle and use the basic proportionality theorem here. Now also given that LN is parallel to CD. Right. Since basic proportionality theorem, according to basic proportionality theorem, if a line is parallel, then the ratios are equal, isn't it? Now these ratios consider this triangle, the ratios here, AN by ND is equal to AL by LC here. AL by LC. Now the same way what we have done prior, that I'll reverse it, right? Here ND by AN is equal to LC by AL. Okay. First what I did, I have reversed it. Then adding 1 both sides. Let me write here. Now ND plus AN plus 1. This side also I'll add LC by AL plus 1. Okay, adding both sides 1. Now let's do the LCM part here. ND plus AN by AN is equal to LC plus AL divided by AL here. Now what is ND and AN? See the diagram. ND and AN. This is the whole of AD, isn't it? AD. I'll simply replace it. Now here LC and AL. LC, AL. That comes to the complete AC, isn't it? AC by AL. Now we have started by reversing the numerator to the denominator. Now again I'll reverse it. Both sides AN by AD is equal to AL by AC after reversing. Right. Now let this be equation 2. Now clearly see the equation 1 and equation 2. We have AL by LC, AL by LC to the right hand side. That means if from 1 and 2 we can equate the LHS parts here. Okay. From equations 1 and 2. Right. We can say that AM by AB is equal to, so from 1 and 2 this part is equal. Okay, RHS part is equal. That means LHS part I am equating here. AN by AD. So this is what we have to prove here. AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Hence proved. So likewise, using the basic proportionality theorem, we can solve all the problems in this exercise. Quickly pause the video and note it down. Now the third problem here, in the given figure, See the figure here, also given in the question. DE is parallel to AC. See this DE, this is parallel to AC, and DF is parallel to AE. This DF is parallel to AE. Prove that BF by FE is equal to BE by EC. That means we have to prove BF by FE is equal to here BE by EC. That we have to prove. Like here, let's start with the given. Okay, what is given? That DE is parallel to AC. Now here, consider, see the triangle ABC. Okay, now here in triangle ABC, right, here DE is parallel to AC, that is given here, isn't it? When a line is parallel to one side of a triangle, it makes equal, it divides the other two sides in the equal ratio. That is what the basic proportionality theorem. So from this we can take as according to the basic proportionality theorem, when it is parallel, then we get this DE is parallel to AC. So these same ratios, I'll write it down here. According to this BPT, when DE is parallel to AC, the ratios will be in the these ratios are in same. Okay, that means we will mention that according to BPT, we will mention the ratios, that is BE here, BE by EC. This ratio E and C, BE by EC is equal to BD by DA. BD by DA. The basic proportionality theorem tells this. Now, this let me suppose this as equation 1. Now, another given is also given here. See here, DF by AE. Consider here DF also. DF is parallel to AE. This is also given. So for that we will consider the small triangle here. See, DF is parallel to AE. So let us consider this part, this triangle. So in triangle A, B and E here. Now in this triangle, if these two are parallel, then the ratios will be equal, isn't it? That is according to BPT. Write down that according to the basic proportionality theorem. Here also you can mention according to the basic proportionality theorem, the ratios we will write down BF by FE. Here this ratio BF by FE is equal to BD by DA. BD by DA. So I'll mention this as equation 2. Now from 1 and 2 you can clearly see that the RHS part is equal. Therefore I can equate the LHS part here. Therefore from equations 1 and 2 we get here these two are equal, so the LHS are equal. So BE by EC, here BE by EC is equal to BF by FE. This is what we have to prove. See here, but I have written reverse way. BF by FE, this side is equal to this side. Alright, so just reverse it. LHS to RHS and RHS to LHS. That means this is equal to this. Right. Hence, proved. So using the basic proportionality theorem and also using the converse of basic proportionality theorem, we can solve all the problems in the exercise. So that is an application for the similar triangles. These theorems are very, very important. So please do watch those theorems and learn the theorems so that we can make the use of the theorems. So a few problems in your exercise I have done for you. Please practice the problems, learn the concept and the theorems perfectly. And here, students, I would like to tell that I have posted a poll in the channel. So do give your choice so that I'll make the, according to your choice, I'll proceed to the chapter. Okay, fine. With this, with this we will end the class and we will see with a new concept in our next session. Thank you all.